Yay! Starting on time this time. This time. Let's see. Water is boiled. Let's see. I'll just keep it at. Yeah. Hey! New tea table! Look how big it is! Amazing big tea table. Thank you! From the picture seeing, your house also looks amazing. Upgrades, upgrades. Very nice. Wow! Thank you for your subscription! Let's go! Yes, let's go, because you also almost need to go. So, while I'm going to warm up my gear, sitting on my couch watching the stream. Today we also have a specialty again. Haha. Ooh, that smells good. Because today is going to be my first time that I'm trying a GABA tea. Well, GABA is a very special something. It is a molecule also in your brain. It suits very well. I know, I know. And for this, I will have to get my notes because I have wrote down quite some notes about both the tea and both the GABA, because GABA is actually something that happens in your brain. It is a gamma aminobutyric acid, and it's GABA is a primary inhibitory neurotransmitter in the central nervous system, which means it calms nerve activity and has a calming effect on the body. It works by reducing neuronal excitability, which help regulate mood, sleep, and stress. Sounds good. Which help, and it's crucial for maintaining neurological function by balancing excitatory signals. Which is great because I've been a bit stressed. I've been sleeping not so well, so that's why I was like, you know what, let's choose a GABA tea. It is a special process because normally you would use oxygen for fermentation or just storing them. But in this case, they remove the oxygen and use nitrogen. So that's a whole new process. And this process was created in Japan in 1984. This is from Wikipedia, by the way. So by Dr. Tsushida and his collaborators began developing GABA-rich tea. Tea already has some GABA in it already, but developing GABA-rich tea, and they successfully produced a new type tea in which almost all glutamic acid has been converted to GABA, and without changing the content of catechin or caffeine. You can do that with green tea, oolong tea, and black tea. So there has been some processing on this one, and especially with this one, the golden white dragon tea, or also known as Jin Bailong. This one is from Moychay, and on the website of Moychay it say it's a remarkable tea crafted from the Jinshuan tea cultivar. It was first introduced to mainland China in 1995 from Taiwan. Its innovative production involves anaerobic fermentation. So anaerobic means removing oxygen, which enhances its natural content of aminobutyric of the GABA. It is grown at an average altitude of 1100 meters in Dazai, Fujian province. And this tea is hand harvested each spring. Hand harvested sounds so nice because you really go by hand plucking them. Standard plucking, which means 1 bud and 3 leaves. And then the leaves are transformed through a meticulous process of sun withering, indoor withering, shaking, and here comes the process, anaerobic fermentation, so meaning the nitrogen version, fixation, rolling, and drying, and then there are tightly cooled leaves with a dark, glossy appearance. The tea itself should be ruby red infusion with a rich velvety taste, and the aroma features notes of ripe fruit, honey, and creating a full-bodied experience with smooth, lingering finish. You can do this hot or cold brewing. So, now say that 3 times in a row. No. It's already like, let's see, tea table. It's a bit different as you can see because it's now bigger. We have tightly curled up buds indeed. I don't know what they mean by glossy, but it's not the glossy as in a lip gloss, but more as in like, they're not dull either, so. And it smells very good actually. So, let's preheat everything. Because hubby needs to go in 20 minutes or something, so, and I want him to give him a cup of GABA as well. Since it was not stated on the website how I should brew this one, I tried to search it up everywhere, but it was a bit difficult, and I think it is like a black tea. So yeah, the whole package is 7 grams. My teapot is about 150 milliliters, so we're gonna go by that. Smelling from the package itself smells kind of like chocolate. I don't know. I have a lot of chocolate kind of notes in the tea lately. Maybe I'm just craving for chocolate. Waking up poor. Very good. Yes, I think so. All right. I don't know if I need to rinse them first. I'll just do it a little bit, a quick rinse. Just a short steep. And it. Yeah. I'm looking forward to that it turns red, so. Where? Happy kitty! Some GABA tea. Ooh, the aroma is really coming up from the teapot right now. It smells good. It does have a kind of a strong smell to it. I almost say something like soury kind of. Yes, tea time! One day early, but tea time. Oh, strange. It has a little bit of a sour kind of note to my nose, but also that like a very dark chocolate kind of brownie. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this one. Let's go. Let's go. Jin Bailong. There we go. Golden White Dragon GABA tea. That has quite a nice color to it. It smells amazing. I think my husband can only drink like 1 cup or something, but oh, amazing fragrance. Like it's not floral at all. To me, it's like more of a sour kind of note. I really like the smell of it. Your tea is ready. Does it feel heavy? Which one? The makeup? Or the pot itself? But it's lekker. Ooh. Wait up. Give me a sec. Indeed, there's some of that honey in there. Like forest honey. Forest honey is always a bit heavier in taste. And my husband says like it's dates. But to me, it's not a date because dates are more sweet than the forest honey. If I use the the Chinese dates, you mean? Really? Oh, yes, I really like this one. Maybe we should buy a whole package tomorrow. Oh, does it feel heavy? No, it doesn't feel heavy at all. It actually feels very warming. Yeah, I know. You want a kiss? He has to go. Feels very warming, actually. Like, I had all the 4 cups of tea, but this is like a warm sensation. There's not much of a lingering in the mouth. I do long for more, though. What did it say? What? Aroma futures notes of ripe fruit and honey, creating a full-bodied experience with smooth, lingering finish. I do like this one very much. I'm just gonna save this cup for later and remove one other cup because, yeah, my husband just went off. So, only 2 cups. All the tea for me. I'm gonna be tea drunk later in this episode. Very nice, very nice. Yeah, you know what? I'll just start brewing again. I mean, it's so nice. It's so this one is the second brewing. They say about 30 seconds or something, so I'll just not a bad way to spend a Saturday. Don't get used to it. Most of the time I prefer to do my streams on a Sunday because on Saturday most of the time people have birthdays, parties. Like my husband is going off right now because he does have a invitation. So yeah, most of the time I would not do this on a Saturday. But yeah, it does feel okay for now. It's 10 a.m. here in the USA, so great wake-up stream. Oh, nice. 10 a.m. in the morning. So, did you have breakfast or not yet? Nope, sipping on some coffee. Also a good way. I also had coffee this morning, so... Always think coffee is also a good option, you know. I really like how you can always see this little particles going around in the tea itself. It's like they're dancing around. And I don't mean tea particles like tea leaves or anything, but... Okay, this is gonna sound weird, but it almost looks like the tea itself is very clear. But you can see this little... I'll just do it like this. Dust in there. So... And that's, of course, that's part of the tea. Oh. Actually, tomorrow I'm going to Amsterdam and I am also close to the shop Moychay, so maybe I'll just pop by and see if I can get some of this one. And for the... I don't know if you can really see much on the table, but as you can see, it's quite a bigger table right now. And the other table that I used before was this one. As you can see, it's just as small as my laptop. It's twice as big. It is twice as big. Also a lovely dark color. I can actually even put my teapot on here as well. So I might just move around a bit things. But yeah, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna place this little tree with gemstones on top of it. Looks very nice. Just maybe a decoration or something every other week. And I got this from a friend of us, Def Minion, who's not in the chat, but it's such a lovely thing. But you know what? I'll just place it on my tea table for today. It's not very visible because there's a lot going on the back, but it's over here. Yeah, it's really big. It's 1.20 meters. I thought it would be 1 meter, but it's 1.20 meters actually. Yay, more space. It's actually pretty nice because now I have things that I can put on the table and I can easily grab. Oh, the second cup is very nice actually. Almost as tall as hubby. Actually, hubby is a little bit taller than me, so I guess I will be closer to the height of my tea table. Oh, I'm so lucky to have this tea for my own today. But like I said, I will become tea drunk after this. It didn't say how many steeps I can have, so we're just gonna see how much we can get out of it. I am a little bit worried about the table itself, that if there would be hot beverages, like a hot cup on top of it, that it will leave marks on it. No, if it's... I don't know if it's still visible on this one. No, it's not. I can always, you know... Yeah, that can happen easily. I know. I guess it's just part of it. But I saw some very nice table runners, and of course I'm a seamstress, so I can make my table runner as well. Lazy. But maybe we'll make a nice table runner every season or something. So table oil for that to remove it. Yeah, or quickly be very quick to remove the stains. But I also noticed that this little tray that we got from the Japanese store, in the first place it also had these markings, but now the markings are gone, and I don't know if it's because I always clean it up and really wipe it clean. I don't use any oils on top of it. But we'll take good care of the table. It's also with my tea tray itself. If I don't wipe it correctly, then there will be stains on it. That's why I really put a lot of effort to really wipe it clean after and clean it after the tea ceremonies. This is such a lovely tea. I also have a little idea to make these myself again, like little tea cloth. This is very old actually. This was back in the days when I made my own makeup remover. I used my own cloth to really wash my face with it. Yeah, but nowadays they just laying around, and for now I'm just, you know what, I'll just use it for my tea table to really wipe my gear a little bit. But I will make new ones, experimenting with it. When it's cooled down a little bit more, you really get more of the flavor to it. There's something like the normal kind of bitter, but very soft, combined with the honey taste. It is very good. It's very pleasant. And because this is a GABA tea, I think this text is actually perfect for it. This calming, because of the high GABA components, it is really calming for your nervous system. So I think this is actually a very good one too. Maybe I should place it here instead of my own artwork. So yeah, you know what? I'll just switch up a little bit of it sometimes. Could be fun. Germlo, do you have any plans for today since your day is still long? Going anywhere today, or just hanging around at home or with friends or family? Grocery shopping? More coffee? There's still something I'm trying to figure out, by the way, is that when do I start counting? When do I start counting the steeping time? Some say when I start pouring, I should start counting, and some say that that after I poured it, that I should start counting. So it's a bit difficult. Yay! Welcome! There we go. Yes, this time it's on a Saturday because tomorrow I'm going to a dance show. And that's why I would not have it on my regular day. So I decided, you know what, I'll just, instead of skipping the Sunday, why not do it on a Saturday for this time? So thank you for dropping by. We are having, where is it? Where did I put it? Today I'm having Jin Bailong Golden White Dragon GABA tea. So there it is. This is my first GABA tea. I was desperate looking for a Gong Fu streamer. Reddit told me you do it, so I'm happy I found you. I think my husband actually replied on your question some time ago. And then my husband told me, like, you should go on Reddit and you should tell people. And I'm like, I'm a bit shy, you know? So yeah, I'm shortly active on Reddit as well. But yes, normally it's on a Sunday, starting around the same time. But thank you for finding me. I'm glad to have you here. Where do I buy my tea from? Right now I have 3 shops that I buy from because I'm quite new to this, to the whole ceremony parts. I have 2 of them. 2 of the shops are here in the Netherlands, and they buy from China itself. One is called Moychay, and the other is called Chamut. Wait, let's see. Ooh, can I write in my own chat? So we have this one and this one, and I also had some from a German website, which I also visited their shop as well when I was in Germany. So those are the sites that I buy my teas from in the Netherlands. Moychay, Chamoots, and Tea Contour in Tiel. Kiel. It should be Tiel, sorry. You know them, yeah? Have you also bought from them before? Actually, I think I got into the Kung Fu Cha because of Moychay. When I think I saw an Instagrammer doing the Kung Fu Cha somewhere online, and I also had this chaotic Chinese girl who does throwing around with her cups and glasses, and I was like, this cannot be real, you know. And then I found out that there was a tea ceremony area in Amsterdam. As you know what, I'll just go there and check it out. And then I had this whole small introduction about 10 minutes. I was like, you know what, this is so interesting. And it really, I don't know, it elevates tea drinking a lot. So you know what, I'll just try and see if I can do this myself as well. Berlin Tea Festival, and that's why I tried different sources where I'd normally not order from. Berlin, was Chamoots there as well? Because I do know that she does travel around, going to different places to, you know, do the tea tastings. Mm. Yes, when it's cooled down a bit, it's so much. It feels so much better. Always when I drink it too hot, then it's. I always feel that it burns too much in the mouth, where you cannot experience the flavors at all. But now it's a little bit cooled down. It's good. Do you have any places that you like to buy your tea from? To less tea time. Do you have any favorites, recommendations, or? Yeah, tell me, tell me. I'm always in for new ones. I do know May Leaf, but I've not ordered from them yet. Gonna write down. Tea addicts. Non-leaf is also lovely, but even in Germany, $8 shipping is tough. Yeah, I know. Yeah, but most of the time, if I do an order, I do bigger orders. I like to, you know, order around 100 euros. What happens? Around 100 euros, so I have more tea to try. So doing a bigger order is always a bit better. And I do know people in Germany, and Germany is. It depends in Germany. I'd like to drive around, so that's okay. Wow, let's see. Mayleaf is also. That's good that you tell me, because I was like, I saw them on YouTube, and I was kind of wondering, like, is this good? Is it worth it? There you go, and we had Eastern Leaves. Oh, is that in Hamburg? Ooh, that's interesting. Oh, that's cool. Okay, go for green tea. Making notes. Wow, it seems like you've tried a lot of them. here I am, just new, new to this whole story. Do you have a favorite or favorites? Maybe you have more of them. Tea magazine website to look for them. Are you from Germany, by the way? Tea. Nice. Then the tea contour shop is. Have you experienced? Do you have experience with that one? I do have experience with that one when I was in. Is it Kiel? Yeah, it is Kiel, right? Yeah. And I was kind of mesmerized by the things that they had. Oh. Mm. That was also fun with Moychay because they have like over 300 types of tea. And when I was doing the tea ceremony in the beginning, they said you can pick 2 of the teas. I was like, well, which one do you have? And then she was like, 300 of them. I was like, I'm kind of new to this stuff, so how does this work? And then she told me like, well, is there any flavor profile that you like? And my husband is always for the strong teas, and I'm always a little bit more for the lighter versions. So I asked her like, okay, I want to have one tea that is like a nice strong tea that really kind of gives you a hit, and I also would like to have a more of a light tea that goes well with the other one, because I'm going to compare the teas with each other. So if it can be something that is a great combination together, that would be nice. So she came up with I cannot remember the first one that we had actually. I think it was an oolong actually, and the other one was perhaps a white tea. And she had 2 of them open, and she said, you know what? Smell them and see which one you want to try. And there was one that smelled kind of a bit strange, I would say. I said, you know what? I want to try this one because this one smells so different than that I'm used to. And she was very happy because she said, well, most people don't dare to try it because it does smell a bit different. She said, but you made a good choice. I've still no idea which one I chose, but it was a very good one. And the second time that we got there, we did a high tea version, so with all the cakes and stuff. And she asked the same question, like it was a different person, and she asked the same question, which one do you like? I said, well, I want a dark one and a lighter version, especially the ones that go with the cakes this time as well. And I think I got a Fujian aged oolong tea from 2008, which was very good that I bought a package. And the lighter version, I have no idea which one it was. But I bought the Fujian 8 oolong tea. It was a very good one. Like, I have no idea which one the lighter tea versions were. Because back in the day, I was really not like... it was so new for me that I could not even remember all those words that they were trying to fill my brain with. So now I understand a little bit more of those words, and I'm like, oh, this is what... Oh, okay. Oh, that's that one. Oh, this is... So I might understand it a little bit more. Let's see. I go for another cup. I'm using filtered water, by the way. Somehow always thinks it's very, very good to use filtered water in my kettle because there is no, what's it called? No stuff in my water kettle. Oh, and I'm going to. Let's see. It's so overwhelming when you don't know what's what. Yes, it was very overwhelming because sometimes they use the Chinese pronunciation and sometimes they use the English pronunciation. So that took me some time. Yeah, it's very difficult as a beginner. But I really like how everything combines so nicely together, and at the one hand you kind of feel like you want to do it perfectly, and this is something that I also read from my book, since it's steeping anyway. Let's see. It's also something that is written in my book, the Cha Dao, where you have Lu Chu, like almost the king of tea, I'd say. They say, like he figured out like what is the perfect temperature for the tea, the perfect water, the perfect amount of steeping, and all that kind of stuff. And but because he made it so perfect, there's also something very beautiful in having it not so perfect. Because there were also two stories about two old men who were serving tea in very like simple pots that really were not aesthetically pleasing, but he still had the perfect cup of tea. So I think that is something which is very nice. You can really have like the meditation form, like really getting into the way of tea, but also understanding that it does not have to be perfect. Oh, let's see. I'll just. It is Solala Tauler. And if you also like to expand your tea library, there we go. I also got this one, the 3rd edition tea. And this one is actually telling like a lot of stories about Chinese tea, about the Japanese tea. Let's see, we got Taiwanese tea, also a little bit from India. And it's also saying how, Sri Lanka, of course, as well. Vietnam. Let's see. There is this lovely tea flavor wheel in there as well. It also explains how you should taste and smell your tea. It also shows a whole part where you can see how caffeinated it is. This is not for all the teas, but the teas that are mostly known. Also, a whole table of antioxidants. And basically the whole molecules of tea and that kind of stuff. So I'd say if you're really into like knowing more about tea, then this is a good book. Like I said, I haven't studied it myself yet, but it also says how you use the Gaiwan, how how some things are cultivated, like how does fermentation goes, and how the process in Chinese tea, for example, yellow teas, green tea, oolong teas, black teas. So it's very interesting to see how they are processed from fermentation, oxidation, all that kind of uh, interesting stuff to know. Mostly got wisdom by people showing it to me or YouTube videos. So having something on paper is so good. Yes, exactly. Because something on paper, you can really grab back to it like, oh, what did my book say about it? Yes, exactly. Something physical. I'd like to try to study a little bit more about it, but I also don't want to overuse my brain too much about it, and also have a little bit of magic going on when somebody is serving the tea. Wow, I like how this cup tastes, especially when it's cooled off a little bit. I kind of wonder. No, this is still too warm. We got a kitty. Hey, what you doing here? What you doing here? What you doing here? Hi. Sweet. Sweet. Say hi. Hi. Lucky kitty. I will visit Thailand this year and already looked into the Chinatown shop. So I'm so so nice. I bet you're gonna buy lots and lots of tea. Cat, yes, that's my cat Aimi. I have another one walking around which was called Lily. But this one is my the eldest cat. Taiwan. Oh, Thailand sounds so good. Thailand. Oh, nice and warm. When will you going there? This year. So I will be visiting Japan by the end of October next year. And since we will probably go with Cathay Pacific, we will also stop by in Hong Kong. Also family visit. So I will also be close up to more tea culture. Yeah, Japan is so nice. Ever been to Japan or not? Or not? Oh, I love this tea so much. I'm gonna make a note that I should get this one. Get a warm feeling of this tea, so writing it down. Unfortunately, not yet. Oh, I've been there twice. One time I was there for 6 weeks and I traveled from the north, Sapporo, to completely to the south in Nagasaki. And 6 weeks Japan is lovely. Well, I'm a bit lucky as well when it comes to India tea, because I have a friend who visited India a lot because of his girlfriend, and he always took boxes of chai back home for me. Isn't there a Japanese tea experience in Amsterdam too? I think there might be. Yes. I believe there was also stated on the Moychay website that they also have a matcha experience, if I'm correct. But Amsterdam has a lot of things going on actually, so there's so much to do over there. I kind of always lost my track over there. I prefer also not to be as much in Amsterdam somehow because it's a hassle to get there. If I could have chosen between Rotterdam and Amsterdam with the show that I'm going to tomorrow, then I would have preferred Rotterdam, but it was sold out. So I have to get to Amsterdam tomorrow, and it's like, you know what? If I'm going there, let's look for some teaware or tea or anything as well. Make the best out of such a visit. And there's also some kind of a marathon going on tomorrow. So I had to cancel the parking registration that I had in the parking garage because of that marathon, and the car cannot get into the city or close to that parking area. So I have to park my car somewhere else and then get the metro for a few stops. I know it's not much, but it's, I don't know, I always feel like it's a bit of a hassle. Normally, my husband is here also for a cup of tea, so you will always see that I have 3 cups on here. But he had to go to a party, so. Oh, thank you. Send me the links, please. It's always good to have new addresses to get more tea or teaware and that kind of stuff. Do they also have like tea cups and that stuff like that? Because I'm also looking for places that sell, items that spark my joy. Oh, I will have a look on that one. Please send me the links. Send me the links. Oh, I was looking at a website called Umi Tea Shop, and they do sell some interesting things over there. So I'm kind of wondering, like, maybe I just buy a couple of things just to try it. But mostly the teaware. I'm not so sure about the tea, but especially the teaware. A 15 milliliter pot. Oh. Is it, do you do solo or 25 milliliters? That's like probably only for 1 cup, I guess. What's the reason to have to go for a smaller pot? Please enlighten me. For 1 or 2 person. That's actually not a bad idea, actually. Variety. Do you also notice that you can, like, if you have a smaller pot, it also means you have less tea in there as well, I guess. Yeah, it doesn't run out that fast. Yeah, I can imagine, because right now I'm using 7 grams already, and this is about 150 milliliters if I'm correct. So I can imagine that tea runs out a lot faster in that way. Let's see. But I'm using this experience kit, so that's why, wow. They all come in these kind of they all come by in these kind of little packages anyway. So they're all 7 grams, and I know that the green teas I can use twice because you don't use as much green tea normally. Oh. Shove it over there. A friend got only a sip of some real expensive tea on a tea farm, which also inspired her. Was it Da Hong Pao? Because that one can be expensive. I use 5 grams on 100 milliliter-ish. Oh, that's good. So I mostly use 2.5 per session of one tea. Oh, that is great. Ah. That is actually great to look into. Thank you. I mean, I do mostly share my teas with my husband and with a friend. Sometimes I have 3 people around me, so I use the bigger pot in that case anyway. But yeah, if I have a solo session like right now, it is actually very nice to have a smaller teapot, I guess. It's a nice try. That's good. Do you also have experience with the clay pots in that case? I use a ceramic one, and it's very easy to use because there are so many flavors of tea in there that I went for the ceramic one. You know, it's an easy one. But I am also kind of looking into a clay pot, but I'm a bit scared to buy one because one, it's expensive or can be expensive. And the second one is more that I don't have a specific type of tea yet that I would use that pot for. For Singer, it's perfect, especially when you want to drink more teas. You can drink like 5. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I don't have only the ceramic I use. So scared because I get sick often and sometimes forget the tea and don't want more. Oh no, I always make it a habit to, after the tea, to really cleanse everything. It's a little meditation process, I think. I also read somewhere that you can use boiled water to really clean your teapot as well, so it might be an option. Oh, I can imagine. I one time saw the clay pot at Chamu's, and she was using it on a very nice tray, and like you see the little teapot. I was like, it's so cute, it's so lovely. I do notice that the flavor is getting lighter. So I might have to steep it a little bit longer because right now the color of the tea itself also looks kind of light, so I will have to brew it a bit longer. Yes, this is my first set actually. My first set contains six of the cups, a Gongdao Bei with a filter, and the teapot itself. I bought it in Amsterdam for just about 50 euros from a very small shop with lots of other Japanese kind of things. But for example, my glass Gongdao Bei, which has... It's very difficult to see it when my camera is tilted, but there is a mountain in there. Especially with darker teas, it's a lot better to see. I got that one from a Chinese lady who does tea ceremonies on her Instagram, Jiangnan Art. And she has amazing things on her website. It's amazing. It's expensive, but amazing. And I also got my tea tray from there. I did order one on Amazon and it was wonky and the wood didn't feel very nice. And when I got this tea tray from Jiangnan Art, it's very smooth. Like I cannot feel anything except for in between the parts. You can feel that it's still wood because they cannot get the oils in there, I guess. But if you wipe it clean after use, it's very nice, and comes with the tray and the of course the tube as well. I do have a travel set as well. But send me the link as well. Yeah, the tube is it's so nice. I have a little bowl underneath this table to take the water up. You should look at Jiang Nam. Okay, good, Jiang Nam art. Look this person up both on her Instagram and on her web shop as well. On Instagram, she does tea tastings as well, and she explains a lot about the tea, where it comes from, how it's produced. From what I know, it's that if I'm correct, her grandfather was really into tea so much that she took it in herself as well, and she goes to a lot of tea tastings, go to a lot of experiences in her hometown, and she also has lots of pottery, and she tells about how it's made, how it's painted. Sometimes she also shares videos of the production of it, so it's very nice. Her English is, if you get used to it, you can understand what she says. You kind of have to get into her English, but really just have a look at our website as well, and it can be expensive, but she has nice stuff. And I also had a white tea from her, which was a little sample, which was also very good. So So, Bali TV, how's your couch? Still good? Nice emote. Yeah, I'm gonna steep this a little bit longer. So, in the meantime, there we go. Yes, please. Nice. Have a tea session with me. In the meantime, while this is going to steep a little longer, I'm going to empty. Ooh. Do I need to? Oh no, the bowl is still good. I thought the bowl was filled up, but it wasn't. There we go. It is. It is. Oh, you don't have a tube. The first time I didn't use my tube either, and I wanted to get my tray to the kitchen. I was like, nope. How am I gonna do this? Oh, boats without anything. Actually, those are also very nice. Maybe you should just get a bigger bowl and just empty the bowl sometimes, or a bucket. I have nice ceramic bowls for like big cleaning water. That's good. That's good. I only have half a liter bowl underneath this table, so it's not that much. Still on the light side, and I was talking about the tea particles in the beginning, and I do notice that the tea particles, like the dust, how I would say it like that, is getting less. And the last time that I noticed that it was getting less, the tea taste was also getting less. So kind of wonder how many steepings we still got over here. Planning ahead is important so you don't overflow. Indeed. Last time my cat was underneath the table looking at it like, what's that? I said, no, we cannot have it. It is still a very like full flavor in the mouth. Like when you take a sip, it really covers up. So there's like still that very warming sensation in the mouth. I still think there's quite some sweetness to it as well. So there's still a very good flavor profile to this tea. What kind of tea is your favorite? Like type of tea, and then the exact tea you like. Whoa. Good one. I do have it somewhere written in my book. Let's see. Which one was it? Where is it? Oh, this one was also very good. Okay, I'll just see if I can get the package, because apparently it's not in this book. Let's see. I think I am more of a oolong type of person. Let's see. Well, this is the one that I bought back then because I really like this one. This one is, oh, I'm not sure if you can read it. It's Fujin aged oolong Silang tea from 2008. So this is one that I really liked. I have a Formosa Alishan Jingxing 2003. Also an oolong tea. But I bought a whole package of the Zia Cha, which is a purple bud tea. So there are no leaves, but only buds. This one was actually very, very nice. Bought a 90-gram package. And I also drink daily Maofeng first grade green tea. So those are the well, this was a sample package, but this one is on my buying list. So, and this one we had with a tasting experience during the stream, and my husband and I were both like blasted away um, by its flavor actually. And my husband's favorite tea is duck shit oolong. Like there is no tea that can beat that. But the Zia buds were close to it actually. He was like, "This is getting close to beating the duck shit tea actually. Shall we buy a package?" So that's why I bought the Zia cha tea as well. Yeah. Tea was it? Oh, is that an oolong or pu'er? I am still figuring out if I like pu'er or not. It's a bit. Takes a bit of a. It is a bit on the harder profile, I guess. I am still figuring out on that one. And white tea, I don't have had much white tea. So from the Chamuth website, I also bought a white tea tasting kit, so to experience more white tea. Green tea is always good somehow. I don't know. Cannot go wrong with green teas for me. Green Day, Shang, and Strawberry Show. Ooh, sounds good. Yet white tea, I haven't had much of it yet, so I cannot really tell much about if I like it or not. With the pu'er, I mostly had the aged pu'ers, so quite old ones. But I'm still not sure. I'm not sure if it's the filtered water or if it. Maybe I just should try it again to see what happens if I use the filtered water and the regular tap water and see if there's a difference in that one, because I do notice filtered water does a lot to your tea. Sometimes it can be very hard on the taste buds, I guess. You love young shanks more. I can understand. Like an aged shank pu'er is hitting like a rock, I'd say. Filtered water does it. I use just like these kind of things. Just run your water through and it filters, and it even in my kettle doesn't have any of the scaling white stuff in there as well. But I did had a tea tasting on the stream with filtered water and tap water, and they were both good. But if you're trying to get into the layers, I'd say filtered water is very good. But maybe with a pu'er, maybe I should try it again to have tap water and see if that makes a difference. Yeah, limescale is very rough. Thank you, that was the word for it. I still need to update my tea book. Like all these white papers, I still need to put them in there, and I write down like how the color looks, how it smells in the teapot, and that kind of stuff. Have you ever tried Heicha, by the way? This is also very good. Well, this tea book is more like a personal notebook, I'd say. So it's more like handwritten. When did I taste it? What did it taste like? Even like the part itself. But these were very small notes, like how to prepare them. But these are actually the long notes. like the steeping times that I did per round, but also like how it tastes and stuff like that. Like to experience a little bit into the tea tasting itself. Most of the times I do it by watching back my OBS recording instead of now. But as today, I'm more chatting, so I'm forgetting a little bit of more of the taste. But in some cases, I do this as a private moment again. But yeah, I empty this package, so. To that, I found out that I like my teas more with hotter water. I can imagine hot water does a lot. Right now, I use 95 degrees. And I mostly, it depends a little bit. Sometimes I steep, I stir, pour it on the leaves itself. And then it really hits like, gives it a lot stronger taste. But if I notice that the tea is a little bit on the bitter side, I will pour on the side of the leaves, just to have it a little bit less, less hard, I'd say. Yeah, sometimes teas can taste very different. So that's why it's a very good idea to have a smaller pot because, like today, because I'm very chatty, it would have been nice to really write down what I was doing, or really getting into the tasting part as well. But for me, it's like experimenting as well because this is my first GABA tea and I had very bad sleep and a rough week. So I think kind of more wanted to experience what does the GABA does for my body. So what tea do you have? Did you have your setup? Yeah, this is my first GABA tea ever. Like the all teas have some GABA in it, but this is like first time the high version of it. Tea house oolong. Oh, sounds good. Oh, sounds good. Sounds good. I love the Shanling Shi Orange Dream. Ooh, that sounds good. I'm gonna write it down. Give me a sec. Wait. Shanling Shi Orange Dream. There we go. Sometimes I also have a visitor in the chat. I think he's from Malaysia, if I'm correct. So sometimes he also have a tea moment. 40 euros for 50 grams and it's worth every penny. I can understand. Yeah. I think this, sure. I believe this was also something like 30 euros or something. I think if a tea is good, then 40 euros is really okay. But especially if you have a smaller pot, then it's more okay. I'm really gonna keep that one in mind. I can't drink too cheap tea. Actually, I still can, actually. Yeah. I can understand. Used to drink from 200 milliliters and 10 grams is rough. Yeah, you just go through it like. kind of wonder if my husband is in the chat, but I'm not sure if he's listening. I'm not even sure if he's watching the chat or if he is in the chat. Yeah, it's a cutie. I accidentally broke her tail and I had to glue it, but I have no idea what my camera is doing. Wow. This is crazy stuff. This is my tea pad Puer. Because on the website it was a very nice the website stated like might purr when you pour puer. I really liked that whole sentence and I was like, you know what, I need to buy this. And she also had a capybara, a bathing capybara, and my husband really said, how can you buy that one? And when I wanted to buy it, it was sold out. So if Chamut says the capybara on again, I want to buy it. Nice emote. I always like it when you open up your teapot or the lid and the steam comes up and you can really get that fragrance of your tea. It's so nice. I'm so glad that you found me. Thank you so much. Yeah, now the leaves are getting a much lighter fragrance. So in the beginning of the stream, we had more of a little bit of a sour kind of note. Sour in a good way. And like more of a warm note as well. You made it, John! Here! Babe! Yumani-chan is not my husband, by the way, but I always call her babe. We always call each other babe, which is actually very fun because when her boyfriend is around, I kind of want to keep it down, but sometimes, hey babe, and I was like, oh yeah, I also call your girl babe, so this is very fun. Especially when you go shopping with her. I just scream around in the shop, hey babe, do you want to wear this one tonight? You should see the look on people's faces. But yes, and he does not mind. Oh, thank you, John. I was kind of unsure if you were okay with it. Yeah, but the smell, the sour kind of note is kind of still lingering in there a little bit. But the very sweet note that we had in the beginning, that is really faded. So still very, very, very nice. Especially from around this angle. Very nice. So I'm gonna have a little close up on how this one looks compared to the beginning. So compared to the beginning, let's have them side by side. You already can see that this was my very first one. So we had a bit on the lighter side. I did notice during the stream that it had been darker. So we are on the same level again as the first steeping. So that's why I can tell that it's getting lighter in taste as well. This is something that I always do. I always have 3 cups, one for me, one for my husband, and one, I always say that I have 1 cup for you guys, but because you cannot visibly drink from this cup, I always give it to Puer. But nowadays I always like to try the cold version of the one that I made in the beginning to see if there is a difference as well. If it's not so nice, then I give it to Pooper. But it's I learned somewhere. I'm not sure where I got it. I think it was from YouTube. I'm not sure who told me that if you go back to the first one, to the first brewing, and then go back to your last brewing, then you can notice some of the difference as well. And sometimes you really can get back into those, play around with those flavors as well. But in my mind, there's always a cup for you guys. Yeah, it is a very light one. So I'm gonna have a little sip. That's a huge difference. That's a huge difference. So where we have with the later pour, like the latest one, it's more of a warming effect in the mouth. Well, in the beginning, and especially now it's cooled off, there's a lot of layers that, like, more sweet layers to it. They say ripe fruit. Like, it's more of a, I wouldn't say fruity, but some hints of fruit in there as well. Together with that layer of honey forest honey. Forest honey is a little bit heavier in taste. Was going back to the last brewing. That's a huge difference, actually. It almost feels like the layers from the tea are a little bit gone, but it still has a warming effect in the mouth. Yeah, going back to the first cup was a very good decision. You sometimes do it that steep. When your tea is done, you put the hot water in until it's cold. Whoa! Sucking out all the flavor for the end of the session. You know what? You know what? I'll just... Because I think we do have a... I think we are at the maximum of the steeping. Since we just... Don't. Yeah, we'll just let that steep. Oh. Let's see. You have to have enough teaware dough. I love when it's like forest honey. I drank one green tea from monsoon tea, and it's smelling. And in a smelling cup, you could only smell honey. It was insane, like fresh raw forest. Oh, that sounds good. I love it when you really have those fragrances popping over. Sometimes you also have a tea that is like, every time when you do another steeping round, it smells different, it tastes different. It's like magic in a cup or something. Yes, it feels kind of different because it feels like it's Sunday right now. Magic in a cup. Yeah, that's what I call some certain type of tea that's like, it's magic in a cup. It's like, I think I have one of those. Let's see. Yeah, the Fujin Ace Oolong. So the one from Moychay from 2008. I I wrote down with the taste. I find it hard to describe. It is very complex. The first sip takes you on a grassy and somewhat fishy note, like seaweed, but it takes you on a journey with a sweet and floral taste, leaving with a roasted or toasty flavor with a little hint of soft bitterness, wishing and longing for another cup. Oh, that was the best poetry I ever had written down, I guess, but I could not describe the whole tea. I was like, it's everything. It's basically magic in a cup. Takes you on a journey. When you drink tea, you go on a journey with that tea, accompanying the tea is in on everything. Yes, that is true. Because in the belief system, we also say that everything has energy. So tea also has energy, and that's the thing that you experience with these tea ceremonies. It takes you on a journey, and um, also the energy of the tea itself is how you can experience it. So coffee also has its own energy. Alcohol has also, those kind of things are a little bit more different, but they all have energies, and I think tea is in this case very, very, like, yeah, like I said, magic in a cup. It really takes you on a quiet journey. It can warm the body. It can like in the mornings I always had a cup of tea, especially when it was cold. I always was like feeling like, what do I want to drink? And there were sometimes in the mornings, on a warmer day, I would go for a minty kind of tea in the morning, or a green tea, because it's very light. But my breakfast was never finished if I did not drink my cup of tea. Somehow that was part of it. This is like steeping for, I have no idea. I'll just let it there. I don't think I would let it steep until it's cold, but also heard something about the grandpa style or something, but I haven't tried that one out. I think this book, the Cha Dao, also tells about a little bit about that part, the way of tea, and tea as a way of life. So that's why I found it in the beginning a little bit scary, because I thought I had to do it perfectly, like meditation kind of something. Do I need to be more quiet on the stream, or should I talk more on the stream? So I think also depending a little bit on the chat itself, but also on the tea, sometimes you will get me on a quiet note. It's like, give me some, because I need to enjoy this tea. And you kind of feel like dozing off a little bit. And my husband said it's like totally okay. Just like glass of hot water and nice tea. Yeah. Yeah, because I also stated it on my stream itself, that sometimes I be a little bit more quiet, and sometimes not. So sometimes I do have stories, and sometimes I don't have stories. I do try to have stories, but there's not always a story, and that should be fine as well. I guess that's also why I had this playlist on the background that it's like, vibing a little bit on this soft sounds. I'm such an active viewer, always reacting stuff. and I react back to it most of the time. But if you catch me on a quiet moment, that's because the tea will just sweeping me off my head or sweeping me off my feet. Chat emotes. Oh, DJ streams. But I think with the emotes, it's nice, especially in DJ streams. My husband is also a DJ, by the way, and he does also sometimes have DJ streams. Then the emotes do a lot to that moment because you see the boppings and stuff like that, and it's really fun. That's a good question. What's his? Where did I put my move? Oh, there. Let me check it up. Can I search this one? Okay. He mostly let's see. Can I do it like this? He streams on Monday, and he goes through his whole cabinet full of CDs. Sometimes very, very special CDs, all from Japan, all Japanese artists. Most of them Japanese artists, by the way. And he also has his other shows called. Gosh, I all forgot the names. Darn. Let's see. No, that's not this one. Yeah, he's a music show streamer. He does J-Core Live. That's what it's called on a Monday. He also has Ramen Break. This is something that he does every first Tuesday of the month. Then someone sends in a link or a remix, and then he just put it on. He has GABA Disco Night Live, which is on the last Tuesday of the month. It's also a very fun show, actually. Lots of DJs just getting in their music. And he also sometimes does shows unmuted. That's the in real life party, where he hires a venue and DJs and big party going on. But he is going back to it, if I'm correct, doing those online events with a whole cool storytelling in there as well. So he has his own mascots going on. Ayimi is one of those mascots as well. And he has a whole storyline of the journey of Jane, which is very fun, actually. But because of a burnout, he wasn't able to do much for those online events, because the artwork is given to him, but he does all the what's it called, to make it an animation out of it and whole story part of it. So it's very, very cool, but very energy consuming. But if you like some of the, well, I'd say sometimes it's hardy music, sometimes it's completely fun music, and I'm like, wow, this city sounds very nice. It can be hard, can be fun. Sometimes it's I don't say it's on the relaxing side though. It's always very energetic. one moment. I'm going to empty the bowl underneath the table before they really get into the funny jokes again. There we go. Oh, my knees are hurting. I've been sitting almost 2 hours in the same position. Oh, there we go. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna raise one leg. There we go. Thank you. It's a very nice playlist from Spotify. I think it's... Let's see if I can find... Relaxing Chinese traditional music. Very nice. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drink this last pot, and I think then it's getting ready to make some dinner for myself. So this has been steeping for, I have no idea how long already. What will I eat? I think I will have the one slice pizza left over that I still have, together with some jackfruit, curry and rice. So it's gonna be a very good combination. I must admit, I often don't cook at all. My husband does the cooking. So he cooked yesterday, and somehow I couldn't really eat much. My stomach was a little bit upset or feeling very full. So I just said, you know what, I'll just eat it tomorrow. Excited for the dead sleep. Yeah, me too. I'm a bit scared though. Let's see. Let's get ready. The pouring almost feels heavy right now, like as if the tea leaves have been growing so much in this cup. Oh, wow, that smells amazing. It really smells amazing. Okay. There's a little thing going on. So we started out with curled up leaves in the beginning, and they are not so curled up anymore. And I believe I even see tea stems in there. Yeah, go. So we started out as a very curled up little balls, and now they are very, very full. Like, don't know if it's very visible to see from the. No, my tripod is too dark for that joke. Since it's the last one. Ooh, look at this one. Very nice. Ooh, smells good. Are we ready? Okay, right now looking inside, there's like just a little bit of the tea dust in there. Really looks nice though. Yeah, looking at tea leaves is very nice. You can always look at it and see how it unfolds, and it's so... When you start out with just a few grams and you see them like, is this going to be tea? And then they pop open, like my teapot is exploding right now. brings quite back the flavor again, actually. That's a good idea. Wait, I'll just loosen this up a little bit. I have a tea belly. Good idea. Very good idea. This is also from the book, by the way. If you have the tea in your mouth, first you take a deep breath, have the tea in your mouth, and then breathe out through your nose. You get a whole different layer of flavor in your mouth. So try it. Inhale through your nose, have a tea sip, and exhale through your nose. Something in the back, around this area. Or you can also take a sip, have inhale, and then exhale through your nose. That's also fine. I think that's a trick, both from my husband, but also from the book itself as well. Oh. Because what it explains is that just by going through the nose, then you experience smell. But going like completely in the back, then you have aroma. And that's what happens if you take a sip and then exhale. Well, aromas are perceived primarily by the sense of smell. Flavors are detected mainly by the tongue, which is covered with the receptors. Let's see. So that's also something my husband likes to do, mouth washing with the tea. Which is also very fun to try, by the way. Give it a go and see if you experience something else. Tell me honestly, do you sometimes do mouth washing with tea? Like, to get the flavor? My husband does it and I'm like, what are you doing? Last part. Oh, wait. You know what? I'm just gonna... No, I give the last part to Puer. It's been a good kitty. I love to slurp and suck air back in. Ooh, that's actually also a good one. Did that in the beginning as well. See. And then exhale through your nose. That's a good experience. You know, the fun fact is that doing this on the stream, I can talk a little bit more, but I had my first experience like on also a tea session, and I felt so shy because all the people already knew what was going on, and I was like, I'm new. I have no idea. You notice it, the air is so interesting to notice it. Yes, indeed. You two have both the same color in my chat. I really have to look like it hits the taste but different that way. Yes, indeed. Did my husband introduce me to tea? Nope. No, not at all. I think tea is something that I always drank, so it was not new for me at all. But the whole Kung Fu Cha method was because he was watching some Instagram person like doing all kind of tricks with her teaware, and she did some basic movements that I was like, why is she repeating those movements, and is that really part of the way of making tea? It looks so chaotic. And then I searched it up, and then I found Moychay in this case. So he did not introduce me to the way of the Kung Fu Cha. What we did was, and this is something that's a little bit too bad, because we are married in 2018, and back then my husband is also from Chinese, Indonesian, like mostly Chinese, but his family from Hong Kong came over for our wedding as well, and his mother also wanted to do a tea ceremony, like not completely fully tea ceremony like, but just a little bit in that way. I was like, yeah, sure, I really want to do that as well. I had no experience. I did not know anything about it, unfortunately, because I would have loved to do it this way for her and the family. But someone else made the tea for us, and then we had to give the cup to them, and then we would receive a gift back. So that was both for us an experience on its own already. And I received a very lovely jade bracelet. I don't fit it because it's very, very tiny, which has been in the family for a longer time. So it's a very lovely jade bracelet. And his eldest aunt also got a cup of tea. And there was also an aunt which is, she is not the direct sister, but she's married into the family. And normally you would not serve tea in that case. You would only serve to the direct family, so brothers and sisters from the mother. But I told her, like, you come from far, and you come especially for our wedding from Hong Kong. Please sit down. Please let us serve you a cup of tea as well to show us our respect. And she was very, very happy with that. So, very lovely moment. But that was not the way for us to be introduced to the Kung Fu Cha method, unfortunately. And back then, I also found it very strange that these are such little small cups. Can you really drink from it? So, yeah, I really had no idea back then. Unfortunately. Scoop some this back. Cleanse this one as well. Cleanse this one. Oh wait, I had to cleanse this one as well. Gonna give the little bit that we still have. Let's give it to Poir. You're a good kitty for waiting. People call my 100 milliliter setup a dull ceramics. I had the same feeling when I saw that in the beginning. I was like, is this for dolls? I want my tea to be like half a liter, you know? But I understand that Kung Fu Cha method is not about like steeping your tea until it's, you know, that long. But if I go to the forest with my friend Yumeni-chan, I would have this like at least you know, twice of these bottles for my tea, filled with tea. But that's because we really like to drink tea. So it needs to be at least half a liter of tea. But those are just the regular, simple tea bags, that are still good, by the way. Uh, yeah, also in the drink in the end, I also drink a liter. I mean, now I'm alone, so I drink quite a lot. Milk teas are also very nice. Sweetened condensed milk is so good, actually. That's what my husband really likes to drink, and he introduced me to those kind of teas, like the Hong Kong milk teas. Yeah, that was a standard at his home. So his mom would always make Hong Kong milk tea for us in the evening. Um, so that's something that I got used to quite easily. And she always used full, like, coffee milk, which is a lot creamier, a lot more heavier. But when you use condensed milk with that, chef kiss. That's so amazing. Thai green tea. I'm addicted. Have you? There is also a Thai. I don't have a green tea, but a friend of mine who goes to Thailand often to visit her family also bring me back some of those tea. It's very, very, like, if you would see the cup, it would be like red and dark, and you have to use it with milk. It's so good. I don't know if it's. I think it is. I think it is because when you make the tea, it's like heavy in color, like red, orange, and it stains your clothes easily. So she always said, drink it with milk. It's good. Yeah, I think it is. I think it is. So what I like to do is clean my gear. Normally I would have my gaiwan flip over the tea leaves and clean them that way, but we're gonna do it a little bit different this time. Let's see. I still have hot water in this one, and I have my teapot ready for cleansing as well. Yeah, gaiwan is so easy to clean. It is. I love it, by the way. What I'm gonna do is first, you know what? There's some tea debris on top of my leaf, so I'm first gonna clean that one, flip it over. There we go. Totally cleaned up again. So look where I can put this one because I don't want to put it on there. Put it on here. It's a bit messy in the back right now. There we go. And here we go. Also read somewhere like when you warm up your gear, it's like waking up your teaware, and by cleansing them, you also say going back to sleep again. I do mostly do the dishes after this one, but I have no idea what my tea cam is doing. Why is it shaking? no idea why it's shaking. Anyway. No idea why it's shaking so much, but... Is it following me? Oh, wait a sec. Is that some kind of a weird setting on it? I have no idea what's going on. And of course, where it gets all the water. After this, I do the normal dishes, by the way, but I also read that somewhere if you have like ishin cups, like the clay cups, you can actually do it this way and then wipe your gear dry directly after that. And because we made a little bit of a mess. There we go. So if you have spilled any tea, I just use boiling water or 95 degrees and wipe everything dry. You can also notice if you have any markings on your tea table or your tea tray in that case, you can softly wipe it away. I think it's a bit full. It's okay. Don't think I do have a little bit of a dry spot. Yeah, dry spot. So, clean table again, and got all my gear on this little platter next to me to take to the kitchen and clean it. So, yeah, I'd like to thank you guys so much for being here, chatting with me. Nice to have you here to Last Tea Time. Thank you so much for chatting with me. Like I said, this is not my regular day. Normally it's on a Sunday. So I hope you will be able to come by on a Sunday as well. Not tomorrow, because tomorrow I am in Amsterdam going to Lord of the Dance, an Irish dancing show. Really, really, really looking forward to it. Can you fancy hair? Bye bye. I just have a little clip in this one because my hair was a bit poofy. So, guys, thank you so much for being here with me, chatting with me, having tea time with me. Also, thank you for your support and thank you for the subscriptions as well. So, I hope to see you here next Sunday again. To have another tea chat with me. I have no idea which tea yet. It always depends a little bit on how I'm feeling. You can catch me on Instagram. You can catch me on YouTube. I also have a Ko-fi up and running. I think there's a link tree in my description as well. So you can find me under the name Kimbind. Add me. Let me know. Send me the links. So have a lovely day. Have a lovely week coming up. And thank you so much, guys. Bye bye. Thank you.